Live from Las Vegas, broadcasting around the world. You're listening to Up is Higher Than Down with L.A. Walker. L.A. Walker. Raw and unfiltered conversations on how to give life's challenges the finger. Truth is your passport to emotional freedom. Give an eviction notice to negativity. Dump yesterday's garbage. Learn how to be positive, energized, healthy, and alive during these insanely unpredictable times. Look up, get up, stay up. Then help somebody else to get up. Remember, any part of up is higher than down. Now, broadcasting hope to the world, L.A. Walker.
I'm back because I have been given the gift of life again. And my job is to live it, and I am on my job because living is the best job I've ever had. I hope that you are excited about your life because it is a gift. And you know how you feel when you give someone a gift? You're waiting for a smile, some voice of gratitude, some exuberation, right? Well, get excited about your life if you're not. Get excited. Surely we all have challenges, but they don't have to become obstacles. We need to become deliberate, defiant, and determined that no matter what comes our way, we are going to look up, get up, and stay up. Many of us are approaching a challenge. It's coming up on that wonderful day, the day of redness. Everything is red. Red candy box, red flowers, red tablecloths, just red. And for some of us, a lot of red eyes because we don't have that special someone to celebrate Valentine's Day with or to be adorned by. I mean, really, that's the day that you kind of sit back and wait for little things to happen like cards, flowers, candy, phone calls, special texts, some pictures. We won't go into detail of what those might be, but you know what I mean. So some people are going to really have a great time, and some people not such a great time. What about going out to dinner? I mean, going out to dinner or lunch or special breakfast. I mean, that's everything on Valentine's Day. It's all set. I mean, it's just a different atmosphere. It's an atmosphere of love, of romance. And now in many areas, wherever you live, I don't know what your COVID restrictions are, but you cannot just assume that your favorite place or the place of your imagination that you always wanted to take your special someone is going to be an available option, because you have to make reservations and you may not have made them in time. In addition to that, you and your significant other may not feel safe. And let's face it, there just is not enough sexiness in the face mask. Somebody needs to work on that. All the face masks that are being made, we need some that just look sexy. So what do you do? So how do you keep this holiday special and fresh and exciting? Because a lot of you have been locked in with your husband, wife, companion of sorts, and your kids. And you know what? Kids have a way of ruining the sexy. Absolutely. Yeah, it was good and sexy making them perhaps, but after the little babies get here, not so much. So here's a little idea if you have kids, and especially if you have kids and you've been at home with your love and the kids for a long time, and you can't go out and eat, and the weather is inclement and doesn't permit you to have that outdoor event, because I understand that the North and the Midwest are cold, windy, and just not fun. If you have a closet, decorate the inside of that closet. Sneak in there, put in a couple of balloons, some bows, something special, and a card or something handcrafted, and lure your special someone into that closet. Just tell the kids that you're looking for shoes. or if you really want to get rid of them, ask them to help you clean the closet. You will not see them for the rest of the day. And that will be your time with your special someone. And if you don't have, like a large enough closet to squeeze into, but, realistically, a small closet is even more intimate because you have to be close to each other. And the thought that you went out of your way to create that moment, it's a mind thing. It all begins in the mind. But let's say you don't have that. Find another area of your home, even if it's behind the sofa. Get creative. You got kids and don't have privacy, go out into the car. Now, if your car is in a garage, do not turn your car on in a closed garage because of carbon monoxide. I don't want you all suing me. And I have to say that because after seeing the Gorilla Glue saga, I realized that we have become just dumb as hell and we have to have explicit directions on everything. So please do not start your car in a closed garage. But get in the car, get in the back seat on your own property and enjoy each other for a moment, a little foreplay. What kind of food, what kind of beverages to romance your special someone? Well, everyone's different. Some people love breakfast. Now, for me, I can't say that I don't love breakfast, but it's not the meal that turns me on. But some people do. Some people love a special omelet with avocado and pico and bacon or shrimp and crab. Special, something out of the ordinary that you would not make. Special pancakes designed in certain ways. You can figure out how you'd like to serve them. Maybe you can use a nice, sexy pair of undies as a plate charger with a little note. But whatever you do it. Don't hold back. Give it all you have. All you have. Now look, for you non-cooks, I want you to think about really watching some YouTube videos and get the meal right. Get it right. You know you can't cook. You need to reread the recipe, watch the video, do a practice run, and make sure, because let me tell you something. It's just not fun for the other person when you fix something that's messed the hell up and expect them to eat it. It's a kill. It's a buzzkill. It's a buzzkill. And looking good is one thing, and tasting good is altogether different. So make sure that you get a recipe that you can handle and make your presentation nice, but make your food nicer. You get it? Got it? We are all acquainted with the expression, fake it until you can make it. So if you can't cook, you can always go and look for pre-cooked meals in your local grocery store. Go online while you're in the store with your cell phone and research and look at the reviews and look at the box and read the back and make sure that it's the type of food that your loved one loves to eat. Don't go get something that you love to eat only. That's not right. Adore your loved one. Celebrate them. Give them what they want. Give them what they want. You got it? Of course, you can also order food from your favorite restaurant, your loved one's favorite restaurant. And I would suggest being able to do that a day ahead of time and securing that food in such a way that they don't find it. And then set the table. Set that table. We have a habit of doing things our way. And sometimes that can just not be lovely for your mate. If your mate loves football, when you set that table, put some football stuff on that table. That's right. Create something. Print up something if you don't have it. Order something. It may be too late for actually ordering things now. I don't know. But be creative. Figure it out. Make it special. If you want romance in your day, put the time in. Fellas, dudes and y'all that are doing the most, it's your time to be of service. Be of service. Let the woman know that you are her servant for the day and for the evening. And at cleanup time, do it together. Yeah. That's the time you can get all of those touches and pats and feels and neck kisses in. It's Valentine's Day. Some of us have to practice getting our point across. So you've set all this, put all this effort. You've put all this effort into having a special romantic encounter, starting with a lovely meal. And you want your special someone to dress a certain way. Don't say things like, don't come to the table in your shorts, because you always come to the table in your shorts. And I made a special meal for us. No, skip that part. Say something like, wow, you know that green shirt that you have? It really turns me on when you put that shirt on. Really? Yeah, it really does. Oh, you know what? Those black slacks, you know, the jeans that are a little tight fitting on you? I love those too. Would you wear those for me today? That changes the entire texture of the conversation. Wear a nice, alluring hint of a scent. And I have to say hint of a scent. Ooh, because some people put on so much cologne, my Lord, the only thing you can think about is escaping. That's a cologne too, Escape. It's an old one, but it's still there. Yeah, put on just enough of a scent that says, follow me. You know what I mean? Yeah, because when you smell good, everything is good. That's for sure. Make eye contact. You know, that eye contact you made when you first met, that eye contact that says, I want you, do that throughout the day. Do a little light touching when you pass. Let it build, let it simmer, let it marinate. Hey, Valentine's Day is a big day. The big day is here. The problem is you have tension in your relationship. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I've thought it out and I see how I could have made this situation better. Once those words are said, they are like an air freshener. Now, they're no magic trick because just like air fresheners, they don't take the garbage out. They just make the house smell better. Even with the garbage there, you still have work to do. But you have opened the door. You have broken the tension. Leave it there and please don't do this. Don't say you're sorry, please forgive me, and then sit and stare at your mate waiting for them to respond. Because remember, all of these things were going on in your head. They had no idea that you were going to say such a thing. Actually, are probably totally surprised and off guard. Give them a chance to let that settle inside. Walk away from it if you really mean it. If not, you're just doing it for show, just to get your point or just to get some, then that's a different story. That's on you. But if you genuinely want that relationship that you have to mend itself, hey, you know what? Give it a minute. Now proceed with your day. My spouse and I enjoyed cruising, and so whenever I think about going on a cruise, it just makes my heart light, and it makes me excited. It makes me feel warm, and I can feel the atmosphere, the humidity that's coming off the water, and really envision that. Yeah, and all the music, and everybody's having a good time. Maybe you can find a new vacation that the two of you maybe have discussed that you'd like to adventure in together, or introduce a new idea of going on a vacation that you can share to look forward to the future, because sometimes looking back can create a good feeling initially, but it can create a wanting and a resentment in these COVID times that you're not able to proceed. So we want to steer away from any negativity and bring that love and that excitement and that let's do this together and walk the streets together and sit next to your significant other, hold hands. You know what I mean? Yeah, get sexy with it. Timing is everything. Just because you've laid out an order, and remember your spouse, your significant other, has no idea what you've laid out, doesn't mean you have to go, we're going to do A, then we're going to do B, we're going to do C, we're going to do, because now it becomes rigid and uncomfortable and frightening and a job. The romance has no room to breathe. Wait and see. Wait and see. And maybe you have something on the list that gets crossed off. It's your list. Let the atmosphere that's generated between the two of you dictate what the next move will be. I'm getting excited, and I don't even have anyone to share Valentine's Day with. Sometimes we get lost in not having the money to buy the things that we would like to buy to show our love. And honestly, it's really not about the money. There's so many things that you could do. You could, first of all, say something nice, because some people never, ever say anything nice. I have been in the presence of couples, and I have wondered how in the world did they stay together, because if anybody talked to me in the tone that I hear some people talk to their spouses in or their mates, I'd be like, you're out of here, baby. But say something nice, say something complimentary. You know, even if you're not good at it, the day before or the day before that, write things down that you like about your spouse. Now, if your paper is blank, now just forget everything else I said about Valentine's Day, because it's really not going to matter. But you should have a couple of things there that you can say to your spouse about your spouse that are genuine and loving. A foot soak, a foot massage, a neck massage, a back massage, a thigh massage, a 1 and a 2, and you know what to do. So I thought I had my Valentine's Day planned out. As some of you already know, the spouse that I loved and spent 30 years with passed away in June. And a lot of people like to pass judgment on people and decide when it's time for you, who have a deceased spouse, to start dating or loving again without having the details of a relationship. So I owe no one an explanation, but I'm going to share this situation with you because someone might be listening that's in my predicament and need help. The first help I'm going to give you is let no one dictate to you how you should proceed in your love interest. It's up to you. It might be what you need to move forward in your life. And no one has the right to pass judgment on you. Do you? My spouse had dementia, and the last 2 years prior to her passing, we didn't have the same life that we entered into. Dementia is a very ugly, 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 ugly disease. And my spouse that I loved and married was not the same person that I was with for the 2 years of her life. So I thought I had my Valentine's Day all arranged. I had invited this beautiful woman to share Valentine's Day with me. She had said yes. It wasn't really a date, though. It was a meeting. It was an opportunity for me to share time with her, to kind of adore her a bit and let her know that, I had some interest. And I was looking forward to it. And I did what everybody does. I prepared myself. I decided what I was going to wear, where we were going to eat, where we would sit, what kind of cologne I would wear. I mean, it's like, really super. And then earlier that day, I got this uneasy feeling and a sadness. And sure enough, I got a text that said, I can't do it. I'm not ready yet. Please don't give up on our friendship. And I cried. And then I had a torrential storm. And then I got me totally out of the way. And I realized her need. I also understood that how I handled this situation moving forward would determine if I even got a shot to be with her in the future. So, therefore, I responded in a loving manner and in a patient manner, even though, honestly, I just wanted to get in the car and drive to her house, knock on the door, and just grab her and put her in my arms, kiss her and hug her and hold her. But that was only in my head. Now, some of you who know me know that my spouse passed about 8 months ago. And of course, we live in the land of judgment. And there are many people, some of which who have never had a companion over 5 minutes, or have never had a spouse to die, are passing judgment. But just for clarity's sake, not because I owe anyone an explanation, but because there may be someone who's a widow like I am that needs to know this. Do not let people judge you and determine when you should start dating. In my particular case, my spouse had Lewy body's dementia, and the last 2 years before she passed, she was not able to truly, fully be the woman that I married. So, please, please, please stop passing judgment on people. Let people live. And don't worry about people. If they don't let you live, your job is to live. Live your life and do you. There. So, now I have to decide how to move forward with achieving a happy Valentine's Day for me. I'll be back with some ideas right after this.
Hi guys, this is Tin. Listen, I don't know if you have been able to make your way over to lawalker.life on Facebook, but if you haven't, do yourself a favor, run over there and just read the snippets of her new book. She's writing a new book, and it is titled Seeing Beyond the Mess. It grabs your attention. All of us have mess. All of us have mess, whether we were born in the mess, as she says, whether we were born in the mess or whether it's handcrafted mess, but there's life beyond that mess. We sometimes create our own mess. And just from reading the little snippets that I read, she exposed all of that. Just in those little bitty passages, she exposed a lot of that. A lot of that stuff she was born into. Some of that stuff she could not control. Some of those things she created on her own. She exposed the mess. Whenever you have time, just run over there and check it out. Let's start seeing beyond the mess.
You're listening to Up is Higher Than Down with L.A. Walker.
The truth is, being alone on Valentine's Day, not having the benefit of a significant other, whether divorced, widowed, or breakup, sucks. It just sucks. Because you want to be adored. You want flowers and candy. You want to love someone. You want to set the table. You want to eat with someone. No doubt about it. But what are you going to do if that doesn't happen? You cannot afford to spend a whole day in misery. Can't afford it. Throw it out of your mind. You deserve more. So what you're going to do, what I'm going to do, I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm going to date myself. I am going to get dressed. I am going to beat my face. I am going to and say to yourself, affirm, I will have a good day. I may shed a tear or two, but I'm not going to stay there. This is my day. I will celebrate it and enjoy it. Do it. Happy Valentine's Day to all.
Listen to Up is Higher Than Down with L.A. Walker every day. To follow up, make comments, discuss today's podcast, or find out how you can become a guest and share your victory over a negative life event, follow L.A. Walker. Up is Higher Than Down on Facebook. Look up, get up, stay up. Remember, any part of Up is higher than down.